What's going on YouTube? I am back with another video and I'm super excited about this one because we are headed to a local show here in Louisville, Kentucky. So here lately I've been seeing a ton of content from like Dallas and the Culture Collision show in Atlanta, and I have been wanting to go to a show so bad, watching everyone else go to those shows. So I am super excited to be heading to a show today. And so this is the one I typically go to every month, the J&J All-Star Card Show. The person who actually runs the show, he texted me a couple days ago and said that they have over 100 tables sold. So I'm expecting this one to be a really, really good show. Very excited. So you guys know the goal. I'm looking to finish up the next Fire Pack series, which will be releasing tomorrow. So I'm recording this video on Saturday, February 3rd. You guys are probably gonna see the checklist prior to this video. So if you guys are interested in a Fire Pack, and honestly, they might be live when the time this video goes up. So I'll try to pin a comment down below if those are live and all that. But the checklist video should be up before this one, because as soon as I go to the show today and finish up that series, I'm gonna come back home and get that checklist video with all the details about the Fire Packs up today on Saturday. So again, that should be up by the time you guys are seeing this. So that's the main goal. I have 30 cards right now. The goal is 40, so I need to pick up 10 cards for those Fire Packs. So we'll see what we can find today. I'm gonna head to the ATM real quick, grab some cash, and then we'll head on to the show. All right, so we just pulled up to the show. It is about 8:50, so we're a few minutes early. This show does start at 9. So just judging from the amount of cars in the parking lot, it looks like it's gonna be a pretty good turnout. I'm guessing most of these cars are dealers that are set up. I doubt there's a ton of people really in there yet that are just attending the show. So hopefully, you know, I can go in, beat the rush, and find all the good cards. So yeah, you guys already know what we're looking for. So let's head on in and we'll see what we can find today. What's up, man? Oh, I'm not. How you doing?
Another damn paradise.
You still got the digs? Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I think I'll just grab that.
Same deal.
All right, I appreciate it. You got 10 on you?
No cash on me yet.
No cash. Okay, let me just come back. Yeah, you can hold on to it. I'll come back for it. Mainly just football stuff. Still, yeah, I'm looking to finish up my Fire Pack series. Are you still interested in that Musiala?
Yes.
Because I actually did bring it.
I never.
I have no idea what the value is, but I would definitely be willing to let it go. Yeah, Top's finest.
I'll say I'll double a PSA 10. I'll pay 50 for it.
50. Okay. I was kind of thinking more like 75.
Yeah.
Do you have any room on the Herbert?
I have a little bit of room.
What if let me think here. What if what if we did like 60 value on that, and then would you take like 20 on top for the Herbert?
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
There you go. Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, so here's a look at the show. It's about 10 o'clock. Probably been here for about an hour now. It is absolutely packed, probably the most packed show in this location I've seen. So just wall-to-wall dealers, tons of people attending. So looking really good. Made probably about 3 pickups so far. Actually waiting on Connor's and one cards. They're showing up late today. So waiting on him. Hopefully we can get some good stuff from him, but we're gonna keep doing some laps and see what else we can find.
Blaster every now and then.
What do you got on the Jefferson?
125.
125. What does this do?
Huh?
What does this do?
160.
160?
Yep.
You got any room on this, or are you pretty firm? You're firm at 160? Okay. All right, I'm gonna think about it. I might come back on it.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate it. Yes, appreciate you guys.
Well, I think there's one oddball
Love that
somewhere.
Raven City.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got it for Christmas, actually.
Nice.
Who's the?
Solid gift.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's yours. You got any room on it?
Yep.
So I don't really know what the difference is. I found the electric etched red to 10. It did like 110, so I didn't know. Were you able to find anything on this?
Yeah, I think so. Let me double check.
Those obsidian parallels are weird.
I wasn't able to go through stuff like I wanted
That's
to.
fast, but he's got something.
They're pretty sweet.
It's a red flood. I think.
Oh, actually, yeah, I just found it. Yeah. Yeah, the only one I see did 60 bucks.
He's referencing about his own movie.
I wasn't sure how much room you had on that.
Did you do 70 on it?
Probably not. I mean, if one did 60, I'd probably honestly want to be at like 50. I don't know if you'd want to cut the price in half. If not, I mean, I understand.
I'll do it. Get a first
Cool with
sale.
50? Okay. Yeah. I appreciate it, man.
I'll do a little looking.
Yeah, check it out. See what
Yeah,
you.
what for all of them?
550. Yeah,
Hey, I'll take that Stroud. You said 100, right?
yeah.
I'll do that.
I'm gonna move you right here, brother. Appreciate it, Frank, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that's fair. Even if it just grades a 9, you're still a winner.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I appreciate it.
buddy.
What'd you say the Jefferson was? You firm on that? You wouldn't do 100, would you?
Yeah, you
110? 115, all right. We can do that.
get them back within a month. Somebody else will post
You have a 5 on you?
6 weeks. That's
All right, I appreciate it. Would you do 130 on these?
What I say, 50 and 90? Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. You got a 10 on you? All right, thank you. All right, guys, I just want to check in one more time. It's a little bit after 11, so I'm getting ready to leave here, but it is still absolutely packed. definitely the most packed local show we've had here since I can honestly remember. But I just want to check in real quick. Again, about to leave. Unfortunately, I did not pick up 10 cards for the fire packs. That was my goal. Just had a really hard time finding stuff in the price range I was looking for. But did make some nice pickups and potentially some cards that we might end up grading. So I'm going to head on home and I'll show you guys everything we picked up. All right, guys, so we just walked out of the show. It is almost 11:30 now. I know at that last clip I said I would check in once I got home, but I did just want to do a real quick recap while everything was still super fresh. Just walked out, and unfortunately, I did not pick up the 10 cards that I was looking for. So the goal for the fire packs was going to be 140. I think I made 7 or 8 pickups. So the maximum that it could possibly be is either 37 or 38. And then a couple I might potentially grade. So I did end up picking up, I want to say like 3 or 4 cards that were actually over $100, because I did just find I had a really hard time finding stuff I was looking for in like that $50 to $80 range that was still really nice. So a couple of the cards I picked up were more expensive. So unfortunately, that's probably going to mean the Fire Pack series price is going to increase a little bit. But there's some really cool stuff in there. So anyway, I'm going to determine, you know, if I want to grade anything or not, or just include everything. And then I'll head on home, show you guys everything we picked up, and talk a little bit more about the Fire Pack details. All right, and we have made it back home from the show. So I'm recording this clip on the following day. I want to go ahead and show you guys all of the pickups and get this show video uploaded. If you guys did see the Fire Pack checklist, then you guys have seen most of these cards. But I did just want to go over these because there were, I reviewed the footage from the show, and unfortunately I did miss a good amount of the transactions where I picked these up with dealers. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about those and show you guys all of the pickups. We did end up picking up 10 cards total, but one I am actually going to send to be graded, and then one was actually previously like agreed on. So I made a deal with one of the dealers prior to the show, so I had already counted on getting that one anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now this one's pretty interesting. This is one that I considered putting in the Super Bowl Fire Packs, but I was up in the air on whether I wanted to include it or if I wanted to keep it and grade it. And this one's pretty interesting because I did show a clip of this card in the video, but I actually got this card from another dealer. So the clip in the video, the dealer I asked about was firm at 160, and then probably, 15, 20 minutes later, I actually came across the same card with another dealer. He had the sticker on it at 160 also. I asked him if he was firm, and he said, he had a little bit of room on it. So I actually started at 130. He counted at 140, and we ended up doing 140. So unfortunately, I didn't get the footage from that transaction, but it was kind of crazy that I found this exact same card, Anthony Richardson, Donruss Green Auto, from a different dealer. And honestly, from looking at the two cards, I actually think this one is in slightly better shape. The original one that I looked at did have like very like minor white on one of the corners at the bottom, I remember. This one actually looks to be really good. I do think this one is going to be a pretty tough grade, but I'm going to give it a shot and see how it does. Comps on this one are anywhere from like 130 to 160. So I think if it can pull the PSA 10, again, I think it's going to be a tough grade, but if it can pull the 10, I would guess 400 to 500 on this card. So some really decent potential here, or solid potential, I should say. And the corners, centering looks pretty good. Corners on the front and back, you can't really see much white at all. So I think this one does have a pretty decent shot to pull the 10. Everything else you guys have probably seen in the Fire Pack checklist if you guys saw that. But I did pick up, I picked up both of these cards from the same dealer and decided to do like a little combo spot in the Fire Packs because I liked both of these cards, but neither one of the values alone were quite there to include them. So did decide to do a little combo. And the centering on the Brock Purdy is like perfect. So I do think this is definitely a grading candidate. And then we got the CJ Stroud Donruss Blue. Saw a bunch of these at the show. There were a bunch of the blues, reds, and I think greens. So these were just all over the place, the CJ Stroud. So there we go there. Ended up getting, the sticker was what, 60, I think. Ended up getting these, I think for either 40 or 45. I'm not 100% sure on that. This is the one that I actually made a deal with prior to the show. So the guy contacted me on Instagram. We worked out a deal, and I said, hey, just bring it to the show, and I'll pick it up there, pay you there. So that's what we did. So already planning on picking up the Stephon Diggs stained glass. And then this one is another one that I considered putting in the fire packs or grading. But I did decide to go in the fire packs, and I do think whoever gets it can still potentially grade it. But it is a little tiny bit off center, you guys can tell. And I just didn't think it was really worth the risk to grade it on a thicker card with that centering slightly off. So I did decide to include it in the fire packs, but I mean, still super, super nice card. You know, these are doing anywhere from like 90 to 120, or actually I think 90 to 130. I think we ended up coming to an agreement on like the average of the last three. Something like that. Can't remember 100%. But anyway, next up we got the Justin Herbert Optic Green Velocity. Ended up doing a trade on this one, and the centering on this one looks really nice as well. Ended up trading the Jamal Musiala SGC Pristine that I've had for a long time. The person I got this from, shout out to Aiden, he asked me about it a long time ago, and I kind of remembered it, and I knew he was setting up, so I figured I'd bring it and see if we could work out a trade, and we did. So I got the Justin Herbert Optic Green Velocity. I've heard a lot of people are kind of high on him. You know, we got the new coach, so I do think his stuff will be pretty hot, you know, over the summer leading into the National. Next up, we have the Joe Burrow Obsidian Red Flood. This is a short print numbered to 26, so really nice one there. I'm a huge fan of the Obsidian Flood cards. I think they look super, super nice, so was happy with this one. I almost honestly didn't even try to get this. He had the sticker at 100. There was one sold that did 60. One sold did 60, and he asked if I would do 70, and I was like, I mean, I'm not going to, you know, I don't want to pay over comp, so I ended up getting this for 50, so half off of sticker, which rarely happens. So shout out to the seller there, willing to work. Appreciate that. And then we got the Justin Jefferson stained glass. Super nice one here. I think these average probably about 120-ish, somewhere in there. Ended up getting that for 115, so slightly under, you know, what they go for. And then this was the last two pickups of the show. Got this from Connor and his dad, Connor's and One Cards. Picked up the Kyler Murray RPA. Really cool, you know, RPA out of Phoenix with the glove patch, number to 35. And then we got the Derrick Henry 100 emoji PSA 10. So those are the pickups from the show. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Let me know your favorite pickup down below in the comments. You know, always love to know your guys' favorite pickups. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.